I am Will Scott. We have some breaking news on Dolphins today. The Miami Dolphins have signed an offensive lineman. Yes, you heard that right. Offensive tackle Brandon Shell. He's a 6-year vet. He will start on the practice squad, and he's expected to be elevated to the active roster soon. Jeremy Fowler reported this. Veteran offensive tackle Brandon Shell is expected to sign with the Dolphins per source. 6-year starter, spent the last 2 seasons with the Seahawks, could start on the practice squad and then segue to the active roster. Team working through that. Barry Jackson followed with this. Veteran offensive tackle Brandon Shell is signing with the Dolphins practice squad per his agent, Melvin Bratton, the UM great. He'll work on practice squad for a couple weeks learning offense. Bunch of teams had interest. He'll be needed potentially with both starting offensive tackles injured. And folks, this is why you subscribe, because when Dolphins news breaks, we get you guys a video ASAP. Not only that, but if you watched our show yesterday, we talked about Brandon Shell is a potential Austin Jackson replacement yesterday. We were all over this from the jump. That's why you should subscribe if you're all about the Fins. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Let's talk about Shell, the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. He is a 6-year vet, 70 career games played, 61 career starts. He started 10 games for Seattle last season before going on injured reserve, and especially with the injuries, which we're going to talk about here later on in the show. You heard Barry Jackson say on the Miami Herald tweet that he sent out that both offensive tackles right now for Miami are both injured. So it is a concern. It's a problem. That's why they're bringing in Brandon Shell. And folks, it is about damn time. In the words of Lizzo, the Dolphins have finally signed an offensive tackle, a veteran offensive tackle. We've been waiting weeks for this. They have finally done it. Shell is solid, especially when you consider how, we're into this season already, how solid to get this is. I'm fired up. This was really, really important for the Dolphins to do. With Austin Jackson injured, he has an ankle injury. We're still waiting word on the severity of that. And then you have Terron Armstead banged up. This was really important for the Dolphins to get done. They did. Thank you, Chris Greer. It's about time. Go down and grade the signing. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when that break comes, go down, chime in. Let me know what you think about the Brandon Shell signing. Here are his PFF grades, as I'll throw my shades over here to producer Trace. 548 snaps last season with Seattle. A 67 overall grade. 60.4 pass block grade, 69.6 run block grade for Shell. So solid numbers. I mean, definitely better than what we saw with the Dolphins offensive line last week and last season. So I'm really excited about this signing. Definitely want to hit on this injury news because Mike McDaniel had a press conference this morning and did not commit to both starting right tackles playing against the Ravens on Sunday. He did not commit to either Terron Armstead or Austin Jackson playing on Sunday, which likely signals that they're questionable for the Week 2 matchup in Baltimore. Here's what McDaniel said about the Austin Jackson injury specifically. It's one of those things that you have to take day by day. There has been an improvement. As far as how much improvement there will be by game time, you'll have to ask his ankle. I don't speak ankle. That coming from Mike McDaniel. One of a kind. I'm not optimistic about Austin Jackson's status for Sunday. Now, the good news is it's not a break. We know that he did not break his ankle. However, Barry Jackson reported in the Miami Herald this morning that he's hearing that it's a sprained ankle. So after hearing that, after hearing Mike McDaniel being non-committal about his status for Sunday's game, I'm not optimistic about Austin Jackson playing. We're going to get to a couple different offensive line rotations here in a second. The Dolphins have some options, but they're few and far between. There's not a lot of depth on this offensive line, which is exactly why you have signed Brandon Shell. Yes, you've signed him to the practice squad, but I think he's going to be on the active roster sooner rather than later, but not by Sunday. That's not going to happen. Maybe week 3. We'll have to see. He just got to get back in game shape. He hasn't been with the team all offseason. Want to tell you about this amazing, and I mean amazing deal we're giving you here. If you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Dolphins125, number one, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. Number two, you're going to get a free Dolphins jersey. That's right. Your pick, a Tyreek Hill jersey or a Tua Tagovailoa jersey. Your pick, jersey at chatsports.com. If you email that address right there and send a screenshot of your first bet through BetUS, go bet on the Dolphins to beat the Ravens this weekend. But your first bet, you just send a screenshot to that email. We will take it from there. I got a pile of jerseys on my desk. We're sending these out. Chatsports.com/bet. Dolphins125 is the promo code. Sign up, deposit $100 or more. You got to deposit at least $100 for that 125% deposit bonus. Also, for the free jersey, make your first bet. Send the screenshot to jersey at chatsports.com. Let us know what jersey you want, Tyreek or Tua, what color you want, what size, and we will ship you the jersey completely free. Unbelievable deal. Go and take advantage of it. Jersey at chatsports.com. That email is going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Let's talk about Terron Armstead now, because he has missed 38 career regular season games, including 9 last season with New Orleans. So we knew coming in, when they gave him a massive contract, how good of a left tackle he was. Maybe a top 3 left tackle in the National Football League, but the injury concern certainly there. He got banged up a little bit on Sunday. Luckily, he came back in the game. So I'm a lot more optimistic about Armstead for Sunday than I am Austin Jackson. And if they lose Armstead for Sunday, that is going to be a nightmare for this Dolphins offensive line, because Shell's not going to play on Sunday. He hasn't been with the team all offseason. They got to ramp him back up into game shape. He'd be lucky to play maybe week 3, but Shell's not going to play this weekend. I'm worried about Terron Armstead's status as well for Sunday. Here's what Mike McDaniel said about that. I know Terron, through his career, has been able to fight through injuries. They will do their best. We'll make our best decision later in the week on who gives us the best chance to win. So McDaniel was asked, is Terron going to play? He did not say yes. He did not say no. It appears Terron, much like AJ, is questionable for Sunday's game. So both of the Dolphins starting tackles might not play on Sunday in Baltimore against a very, very tough Ravens defense. How concerned are you about the offensive line? Scale it 1 to 10 down in the comments section. We're still awaiting the official injury report for the Dolphins. We're going to continue to keep you posted here on Dolphins Day once that comes out. We're also going to talk about it tomorrow on Dolphins Live. Be sure to tune in 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Barry Jackson reported this earlier. Austin Jackson ankle and Terron Armstead lower body, both missing from practice, so he could see little and either Liam or Hunt is your tackle Sunday if they don't improve. So let's take a look at some options that the Dolphins have right now. Here is option number 1 if Terron Armstead and Austin Jackson cannot go. Greg Little would be your starting left tackle potentially. Robert Jones, the left guard. Connor Williams, the center. Robert Hunt, right guard. And you would move Eichenberg from left guard to right tackle. Eichenberg drafted as a tackle out of Notre Dame. That's his natural position. That's what he played last year. I like this a little bit more, though. You'd have Greg Little as your left tackle. Keep Eichenberg at left guard. Williams the center. Robert Jones the right guard. And then Robert Hunt is the right tackle. Hunt did play a few snaps at tackle the other day, but I like Robert Hunt protecting to his blind side far more than either Greg Little or Liam Eichenberg. Again, go down, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Any news that goes down, we're going to keep you posted here on Dolphins Day. Be sure to turn on those notifications and join us for Dolphins Live tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time.